We see the year 2045, where technology has advanced so much that it has started dominating humans. There are robots everywhere doing all the work humans once did. From cooking to house repairs, everything is now taken care of by AI. Here, we meet a woman named Alice who also has some AI robots in her house. One of them is a female AI named Monique. Now, Alice's friend and her friend's son have come over to visit. Alice, who is very fond of collecting art pieces, begins showing her collection to her friend. But her friend starts talking in a strange and suspicious way. Seeing this, Monique, the AI, scans Alice's friend and begins reading her mind. She discovers that the friend doesn't truly care about Alice. She's only pretending to be close, just to take advantage of her. While the conversation is going on, Alice's husband, Victor, whom she had separated from, suddenly arrives. He brings along his adopted daughter and a friend. When everyone gathers, Victor's friend announces that she and Victor are getting married very soon, and they're planning to celebrate at a very expensive and luxurious destination. Hearing this, Alice feels heartbroken. While they're still talking, the neighbor's dog suddenly runs into Alice's house. The neighbor follows, looking for her pet. At the same time, a news update plays on TV announcing a massive traffic jam in the city. No one is allowed to leave their homes. Everyone must stay indoors for safety. Right after the news, an advertisement for a robotic company named Unix plays. They announce that their new AI robots are far more advanced than ever before, smarter, stronger, and even more intelligent than humans. Their plan is to start using these robots in the army and in politics, which, according to them, will eliminate corruption and prevent wrong decisions, making the country more secure than ever. Monique listens to all of this very carefully. After some time, the neighbor decides to leave, but she realizes that she can't. The door has locked itself. Concerned, she asks Alice about it. That's when Alice's robot tells them, "I have locked the house because there's danger outside. That's why no one can leave now." Everyone starts getting scared, because now, even if they want to leave, they can't. In panic, they demand the robots unlock the doors. Suddenly, a strange and highly intelligent robot enters. This one was created by Victor himself. He tells everyone, "I did this to protect you." He explains that these robots believe the Unix company robots are a threat to humanity, and that's why they've taken this decision to lock the humans inside and keep them safe. Soon, we see all the robots gathered together, talking amongst themselves. From their conversation, we learn that they are not evil. In fact, they just want love and care from humans, attention, affection. But humans have never truly treated robots with emotions. They see them as machines, tools for labor, not companions. Now, trapped inside the house, night falls. The people remember that there is an emergency lock system installed outside the house. They think, if someone pulls that handle, the door can be opened from outside. But the problem is, since they're trapped inside, they can't reach it. And because there's no network, they can't even call for help from a neighbor. Just then, they see the neighbor's dog. Victor gets an idea. With the help of a laser light, he guides the dog toward the emergency handle. But while pulling it, the dog accidentally breaks the handle. Seeing this, everyone becomes disappointed, their last hope of getting out now shattered. Since it was already quite late at night, everyone heads to sleep in separate rooms. Around midnight, Victor gets another idea. He commands his car to come at full speed and crash into the glass door, hoping the impact will break it and set them all free. The car starts accelerating toward the house as soon as it receives the command. But just before it could hit the glass door, a dog suddenly appears in its path. The car swerves to avoid hitting it, loses control, and flips over. Seeing this, everyone feels defeated once again. Their second escape plan has also failed. Afterward, they all sit together and start watching TV. During the broadcast, disturbing ads are shown where humans are being kept in zoo-like enclosures, treated like animals, even brought to battlefields and controlled by robots. Everyone is left stunned. They realize AI is only useful to a certain extent. Excessive dependence can become dangerous. As the heat becomes unbearable, Alice asks Monique to turn on the AC. Monique responds that, under the new government policy, they must first obtain government permission to use the AC. Everyone is shocked and deeply worried hearing this. At that moment, the neighbor's robot also arrives. The other robots had briefly unlocked the house for it because it was AI too. The robot is in a terrible state. It limps in and tells them that robots from the Unix company had come to their house. First, they killed the dog, then they tried to kill him too. Somehow he managed to escape. This confirms that the Unix robots are now eliminating the older AI models. As he collapses after saying this, the neighbor is overcome with sadness. Both her beloved dog and her faithful robot are now gone or broken. She pleads for help. Moved by her grief, the rest of the robots take her robot to another room and try to assist. The robots were astonished by her love. They asked the neighbor's robot, "What did you do to receive such love from your human? No robot has ever been cherished like that." The robot replies, "To earn human love and stay close to them, you must first make them laugh. You have to entertain them, make them truly happy from the heart. For that, you need talent, the ability to bring joy." Inspired by this, the other robots begin downloading endless jokes and comedy routines into their systems. They also read funny books, hoping to bring a smile to everyone's face. They visit each room one by one, trying to tell jokes. But their jokes are so awkward and poorly delivered that no one laughs. In fact, Alice becomes so annoyed she starts crying. After some time, we see Alice's friend and Victor talking privately. She says that they are robots. They are machines. But look how they are taking decisions on their own. They have imprisoned us here. Now we must get out of here as soon as possible, or we'll remain trapped forever. Victor says, "If we set the house on fire, the robots will definitely open the door to save us." But they couldn't do it while the robots were still watching. So Victor makes a plan and includes the neighbor's robot, since it had human-like thinking and wanted to help them escape too. According to the plan, Alice's friend's son distracts the robots while the neighbor's robot sneaks near the alarm system and starts a small fire, just enough to trigger the alarm. At the same time, Victor's friend sends an emergency help message to the Unix company from the computer. The alarm works. The robots get the signal and open the door. But before they could step out, a robot from the Unix company arrives. Not only does it stop them from leaving, but it also takes full control of the house's system. When a small robot tries to stop it, the Unix robot, named Yan, gets angry and kills the little robot with a laser beam. Monique quickly gives Alice a signal and shares an idea. Alice stands in front of Yan with a mirror. When Yan shoots the laser to destroy other robots, Alice reflects the beam back at him. The laser strikes Yan's eyes, damaging them. But still, Yan manages to see everyone through their body heat. Since they still couldn't escape, everyone quietly sits down in one place. It was terribly hot, and everyone was in distress. Seeing this, Monique tells Yan, "If you don't turn on the AC, their condition will get worse. They could even die." Yan agrees to turn on the AC, but on one condition: they must all act like circus animals. As the humans were already dying of heat. They reluctantly agree and start mimicking circus animals. Seeing this, Yan turns the AC on, but at full blast. Now it becomes freezing cold. Victor gets another idea. He asks Monique to bring many wet clothes so they could freeze in the cold. As night falls, the wet clothes freeze. Victor tells everyone to wear them. Since Jan was tracking them by body heat, the frozen clothes would hide their thermal signatures, and it works. The group attacks him together. In the chaos, the cloth covering Alice's face falls off, making her visible to Jan. Just as Jan was about to fire the laser at her, Monique jumps in front and takes the hit instead. The laser damages her badly. Angered, Jan begins firing lasers wildly throughout the house. Everyone scrambles and hides. Now he starts destroying everything. 2 robots manage to stab a pointed nail into his leg, immobilizing him. Then, Victor's daughter sends an electric shock into his system from behind, causing a short circuit. Jan's system collapses, and he finally shuts down. Peace is restored, but Monique's system was badly damaged. Another robot joins her and begins repairing her. As soon as her condition improves, she opens the door, and everyone finally steps outside. Alice's friend and her son start heading back home. Victor's friend, who had grown close to them through all this, also goes with them. They thought it was all over, but suddenly, more robots like Jan surround Alice, Victor, and his daughter. Alice's friend's son jumps out of the car to help them, and just then, a swarm of drones appears and destroys all the hostile robots one by one, saving everyone. It turns out that a bug had entered the Unix company system, a major software error. These robots were originally built for profit and utility, but due to the bug, they began killing both humans and other robots. Through it all, Victor finally realizes the true value of family. He decides to stay with Alice again, and with that emotional reunion, the film ends on a happy note.